welcome back. Thank you for joining me for the grand finale. And we've got a pretty cool little corner up here. We've got our sheep fort, where we're getting all the wool and meat that we could ever need. And here we are. We're building our donkey farm when we've got a bit more ore. And we're going to drive forward and build our keep with 800 stone. So it's our biggest building, and it will look quite remarkable when it's done. So I'm going to see if I can gather all hands. Let's have a look at who we can spare in the professions tab. Let's get rid of our weaver. We're going to take you into the working fold to build our keep. Blacksmith as well. We'll hire another few in the mines. We're not going to need anyone in the stone quarry because we're collecting a whole load of stone. But we'll need people in the clay mine for sure. We need quite a lot of clay. Let's have a think. So one hunter can be removed. A couple of foresters. We'll take off a kiln worker and the people at the furnaces. In fact, let's take off all the kiln workers. We'll maintain 4 people on firewood actually because it's not hugely abundant. And we'll keep 4 people on. Yeah, maybe even keep 6 people on as foresters because we're going to need a whole load of logs, aren't we? So where are we at the moment? We've got 9 labourers and 2 builders, and we're collecting ore. And I think our labourers are bringing in quite a lot of stone at the moment. So we've got 355 stone. How many sheep have we got? 21. We're nearly on full sheep. That pasture holds 22. Started planting all our things for harvesting. Just seeing where we can cut a few workers and focus on the building project. So we could kill like a whole load of chickens and then reduce the number of workers down. So let's do that. So we're just bringing the chicken population down. We've got 30 now, and if we just bring them all the way down to, I don't know, like 5 or something, or 2, then we could probably shut that one down because we know how they work. Here we go. 1 chicken and one worker. So we've got 1 person at the chicken farm looking after 1 chicken, and we've got 1 person at the sheep farm looking after. Let's kill a few sheep. That'll give us right now, we won't do the same mistake as we did before and go down to too few. Let's have 4 sheep, but they're pretty safe in their fort. Okay, so we can easily look after our animals now. We've got 10 labourers and we've got 2 builders, and we've got over 400 stone now, which is looking good. Now we've got someone in this caravan place, haven't we, for moving our goods. Let's take someone off that. No one works in the accountant's house. No, we've emptied everyone out of the blast furnace and the castle smithy, so that's good. No one at the weaver's workshop anymore. And no blacksmith. So the school. Yep, let's unemploy the school. And I think that might, that it kicked the children out. Maybe they would become labourers a bit quicker. We'll see. So we're just going to put as many people as we can on building the donkey farm and the keep. So let's add a couple more people to the mines. So we've got 5 people on the ore mine and 5 people on the clay mine. Let's and then we've got 9 labourers collecting all of those materials that we identified up here. So that's good. And we've got a couple of builders to be taking these materials as they come. So we've got everything we need for the donkey farm except for a little bit of ore, and let's activate our keep so we can start taking materials over. And let's see how long it's going to take. It'll be interesting to see what the keep looks like. And some of these castle buildings, I'm not entirely sure how functional they've been. Well, the barn was good, the smithy for sure. The market, I'm not so sure, and the accountant's house. They don't seem to have been very relevant. We'll see what the donkey farm does. Still not sure what the market does. Does it supply people, or can we trade it with other towns, or what? It's not really a very in-depth list. Oh, we've had a couple of people die, so someone died in an accident and someone died of old age, but never mind, these things happen. No one in the crypt and none of the pyres are burning, so it might have been a little while ago. Just had someone grow up into an adult, and we're starting to deliver things to the keep, and that's 79 build points, so that certainly would be our largest building that we've made. 114 ore now, going into the donkey farm. And we've got 10 labourers, 2 builders. We're driving this forward. We should be okay on meat. We've got 2,600 meat, over 6,000 vegetables, so I think we're going to be fine on food. We've got a whole ton of flour to make at the bakery if we need to, and to bread. We've got a few steel tools. We've got 21 steel tools, 90 clothes. So we should survive on clothes. We may run a bit short on tools, especially as we're doing so much building. 138 ore in donkey farm. 144, 150. There we go. We're going to start building the donkey farm, and we'll just put everyone on building except for 2 labourers, so we can really drive that forward and build. I'm just going to see if our expedition has gone yet. No, we're stuck on 18 pies, so it doesn't look like we made enough in the bakery after we unemployed people, but that's fine. It's ready to roll if we did want to send that expedition off. 4 sheep, pretty safe and sound. Loads of hay to feed all of our animals. And look, we're delivering our stone. So we need 800 stone. We're building our donkey farm, 1 out of 55 build points. So we'll build that donkey farm pretty quickly with 10 people on the go. What a finale. And while we're building those last 2 epic buildings in this episode, let's have a look over at our village, which I want to call a town. I think it's evolved into a town. I've really enjoyed the music. I've really enjoyed all the buildings and the challenges with the raiders. Might have been nice to build a castle, but I think I'm quite happy we're reaching the logical end in terms of having explored all the different buildings and what they do. Ooh, look at that. So that donkey farm is, a huge amount of stone going into this building. We've got 1, 2 buildings. I wonder if they're both for the donkeys, or if one is for the shepherd, or whatever you would call them, and the other one for the donkeys. But the construction's quite detailed here. See all the walls and all the different beams going up. There's a bit of an overhang there. Starting to go onto the 2nd floor now. So that's pretty interesting. And if you see, actually, we've got over 100 ore, for which we need 200 in total for the keep, and we need 350 clay. Well, we've got 275 clay, which is looking pretty good. We need 800 stone, and we've got, between what's been delivered, 340 stone there has already been delivered, and we've got 200 in stock. So that's building up. We're not going to be far off building the keep, you know. This is an interesting building, the donkey farm. We'll have a look at this up close. We've got 15 out of 55 build points, and it seems like that's taking quite a while, considering there's 10 people on the build. So let's take a couple off for resource gathering and so on. I've got a feeling that some people will be on the keep project, where we've got a lot of materials to deliver. And don't underestimate the amount of material we need to take to site. It can take a very long time, and that's why it can be good to sometimes lay the building down even before you have all the resources, so that by the time you gather all the resources, you've had everything delivered as well. Pretty cool sheep fort. Pretty happy with that. Expedition ready to roll for the need of just 2 more vegetable pies. We did pretty well with our apiary. We had lots of honey on the go, and we did make some honey pies, and they took quite a lot of time to get rid of. So I don't know if that was the best food to build. Pretty successful here with our extra forester. One to just plant and the other one to do a bit of both, because the balance isn't quite right in there, I don't think. We didn't actually upgrade one of the big houses in the end. Would have been interesting to see what that looked like, but again, we didn't really need it. We're always fine with our housing. And look, we've got the second floor going on. 21 out of 55 build points. And I think by the time we've built the donkey farm, we'll have quite a lot of the ingredients we need at the keep. So we've almost got all the clay that we need. All the people in the mines. Just thinking we could take a gatherer off and a hunter off. We could remove someone from one of the farms. I know we may risk not gathering all the crops in, but I don't think we particularly need to. In fact, we don't need any more flax, so we'll decommission that. Pumpkins are all gathered. Everything's gathered from the farms, or near enough, so let's take everyone off the farm. We're still gathering some fruit though, I think. Yep, we're gathering the fruit in, so we'll keep doing that because the fruit's useful. We're not sure how long it'll take to build these two buildings. So the donkey farm's 30 out of 55 build points. Oh, and we're going into weather that the gatherers can't hack, so let's take the gatherers off. Now we've got 13 labourers and we've got 8 builders. Let's add more people in the clay mines and also the stone. One person at stone mine. We'll have 6 at each of the other mines. Once we've got all of our clay, we can... Oh, we've got all of our clay. Let's move all the clay workers over to... maybe gathering a bit of stone quarry. So we've got 10 labourers. And in fact, I've just looked at our stores. We've got enough iron ore. So we can take everyone off the iron ore mine. We'll increase the number of builders to 12. We've got 12 labourers and we've got 6 people at the stone mine, because stone is the material that we're most short of, although logs as well. Let's gather in some wood. Just up here, 262 wood. That's more than enough. And enough to... and actually we've maintained our firewood. We've got 767, which is fantastic. So maybe we'll take off one wood chopper at our sawmill. 35 out of 55 build points on the donkey farm, and we've nearly got all of the ore that we need to build with. We've certainly got that amount in stock, so I think it's actually in transit and on its way, which is interesting. We've nearly got all the wood we need, but we're running a little bit short. And we only need 200 more stone. So we're very, very nearly there, and we're at 40, nearly 40 out of, 55 build points. So we've nearly built our donkey farm, and we're racing toward gathering all the resources that we need for our keep. So let's put more people on the stone quarry. We've got 10 in the stone quarry. Surely that's got to be enough. We've got 618 out of 800 stone that we need for the keep, and it's a race to deliver all of the materials to the keep that we need. We've got 6 foresters trying to gather the last 100 logs that we need, and we've got 10 good people trying to gather the rest of the stone that we need for the keep. 43 build points out of 55, and we've got 12 builders on the job. And as soon as we've gathered all our resources for the keep, we can employ everyone to building, and so that could be like 30 odd people, because we've got 10 in the stone mine, 12 builders and 10 labourers. So this could go very, very fast at some point. 44 out of 55 build points on the donkey farm. And we're exploring the last 2 buildings, in my mind, that we want to work out, see what they do, see what they look like, see how difficult they are to build and what resources are needed. And we're in a race to the finish. We're at 45 build points and we've got the roof on one of them. Surely we could start moving donkeys in already, couldn't we? Getting there with the materials. We've got loads of ore in stock that we don't need. A little bit of clay. Everyone's in the stone mine, stone quarry, working away. Building that donkey farm. We've got people growing up and turning into adults already, which is great. Ooh, someone just died from hypothermia. A labourer just died of hypothermia. That's terrible. I wonder why they died of hypothermia, because we've got 59 clothing, 455 firewood. Maybe it's because we're... that's interesting. So we haven't come across this yet, but because we're sending everyone out so far away from camp gathering resources, it may be that caused them to die of hypothermia. Not enough chance to get back and get warm. Here we go. So we need 50 logs and we need 80 stone, and we're there. So very, very close. There we go. We only need like 20 logs and 70 stone, and we can start building the keep. And we are at 51 out of 55 build points on the donkey farm. And we're quite far away from the rest of the village up here. It's probably a bit of a trek for people to go, but then equally we're nearer the resources. But I don't know if they have to take the resources all the way back to some sort of building and then bring them back out again. Who knows? But here we go. We're about to deliver all the goods that we need for our keep. We need 17 logs, and we need less than that in stone. It's very, very close, and we've very nearly built our donkey farm. So this is very exciting to be ending on such a high, really. Driving the building so quickly, but we've put everyone on it. All non-essential personnel, and actually we can take all our foresters off. There we go. We've built our donkey farm, and well, let's employ someone so we can grow donkeys, and we can. That's it. Relocate. It's got all the same options as like the sheep farm, the sheep pasture, but for donkeys. But we didn't start off with a donkey, which is interesting. So, but we've got donkeys over here in our caravan stables. So I wonder if somehow you could relocate one over here. Oh, paused it by accident. Well, we've employed someone. We don't have a donkey. So I'm not sure. It's possible that we need to send off an expedition to discover donkeys. Although we did with mules, if you remember that. Right, let's put everyone on building the keep. So we're going to have a huge number of builders on the keep. We'll leave a couple of labourers to keep things going, if that's a thing. But we're on 8 out of 79 build points, the biggest building we have ever built. And I'm not sure about the donkey farm. Maybe we did need to do an expedition where we discovered donkeys, maybe. How bizarre. Okay, well, I was thinking it wasn't necessarily a finished game. Maybe that's part of it, or maybe there's a special knack or something we didn't unlock. So let us know if you know the truth. But here we're finishing on the keep. We're going to build this beautiful big building. And we're at 13 out of 79 build points. We're unemploying all of our foresters and putting them on the build. So we've got, let's do it, we've got 40 builders. Wow, that's a lot of people. Plenty of food left as well. Plenty of clothes, not many tools. We've got 5 steel tools. So we could do with maybe just putting someone in the carpenter's hut, just to make sure we don't run out of tools. Primitive tools, there we go, we'll have some of them. Why not? Hire a forester as well so we don't run out of... hire 3 foresters so we don't run out of wood, so I don't want people to go too cold. And where are we on our keep? We're 24 out of 79 build points, and we've got 35 builders on the case. And someone else has just become eligible for work. So welcome to the workforce. Happy to have you join our ranks of building the keep and finishing the game on a high. Looks like we've got a corner built over here. It's a big project. 27 out of 79 build points. Not sure what's going on with the donkey farm. Can we relocate a donkey? No, doesn't have that option. Relocate from there to there. Nope. Can't do it. Who knows? Got 3 corners built out of 4 on the keep. And we'll probably be starting on the walls before long, I think. I could potentially do with a road going up there. Probably lay down a road and see if that does anything to help with productivity. Not sure, because we've got to build the road first as well. Should we just hack down a few of these trees as well, in case anyone's still out there labouring, just to give us a clear view. Okay, so we're building up these corners, and it looks like we've got an entrance. Wasn't sure which way I'd laid it down. Should maybe paid more attention to that, because we've put the entrance on the donkey side. It's looking good. 42 out of 79 build points on our finale, building the keep, the biggest building in the game. And our sheep, in the meantime, our sheep have multiplied from 4 to 17. I think it's so safe in there that nothing can destroy them. Although, oh look, we just got the bear that was there. So no more build points for a little while. People going home, resting, filling up on food. But with 35 builders, we should be driving this project all the way. I'm wondering if all 35 can work on the project at once, or if it shows here there's just like a maximum number of workers at any one time. Maybe it's just a few workers that can work on it, and that's why it hasn't been built up already. Some sort of I don't know if that's a moat or anything but around it, or if that's just where the land was levelled. Earthworks, 48 out of 79, 49. So we're probably 2/3 of the way through that build project, and we're very nearly there. So, oh, look, we've got a donkey. Check it out. Let's employ someone there. Don't let him die. Where did the donkey come from? It was always saying 0, and now it's saying 1. So let's have a look over here. We've only got 1 donkey over here. Oh, how strange. How strange. Not sure how one of the mules ended up over here, but they did. So let's see if we can keep that donkey alive. We need to get a bit of hay in there and some water, but we've got some water nearby. There's some water over here in the well. Oh, fantastic. Well, I'm glad that happened before we'd built the keep. So you just need to be patient when you've built the donkey farm, or fiddle around with the caravan stables and try and get him to go over here. Looks like they're fairly safe in there. We've got stone walls all the way around. Maybe that would deter animals, and animals can't get in. Although the chicken coop has something similar, doesn't it? And, well, just a fence really, but animals can still get in. We've got our watchtowers here protecting them. Maybe we need another watchtower over here. I imagine... Still got a question mark there. Have we actually employed anyone? Let's just make sure we do employ someone there. Keep the donkey alive till the end. Here we go. Yep, question mark's gone. We've definitely got someone there. Look at this keep, it's amazing. Whoa, 72 out of 79 build points. And that is looking like quite the structure. Cool. I'm quite liking that. That's an incredibly... Ooh, a sheep just died of dehydration. So we need to get some... There we go. We've got plenty of people working there. Yeah, they've got their water now. So 12 sheep left, which is looking good, and a donkey. Pretty much aced it on our animals in the end. Oh, there it is. There it is. Did you see that complete? Yep. Okay, so we can employ people. Let's employ people and see what it does. We can upgrade the keep. There's an upgrade button. We can employ people in the keep. Not entirely sure what they're doing. Oh, agriculture. Ah. So you can do... Okay, this makes sense. So you can actually research... You can do research in the keep. It's either agriculture or production. Agriculture improves condition for animals, crops and trees and accelerates their reproduction and growth. Interesting. And so for production, reduces production time for resources. Reduces production time for resources. Probably for everything really. Collecting wood, wood chopping, who knows, collecting resources. Maybe even like kilns and things like that. Okay, so that's interesting. Oh, we did lose our donkey in an animal attack, so you do need to keep them safe. But that's not our concern. We built an amazing keep for which we can do a bit of research. I guess that's what the 6 people are there for. So let's select agriculture, for example, and hit OK. And then we're just going to collect these resources, and then I'd imagine that's done. This window is not really letting us see the writing. Allows you to, so we upgrade the keep in its entirety, allows you to research new technologies and improves workers' efficiency. So if you upgrade the keep, it will make everyone in your village a bit more efficient, kind of like when they've gone through school, but maybe more like you know, they've gone through school again, like university or something. And but it's an overall increase, and then it will possibly open up new other research items where you can just, like, for example, agriculture, production, where you can individually research these topics and improve your population. So that's what the keep's all about. You've got to employ people from the looks of it in the keep for it to work. I don't know if it matters if it's 1 or 5. Maybe once you've got all the materials here, the build bar takes less time if you have more people employed like that. And there it is, folks. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey, if you've come all the way. If not, we've made some fantastic episodes, and it's a very enjoyable game, and I look forward to playing more. Check out my channel if you want to see any other series in terms of like other city builders and strategy games, and thank you for being with me on this journey.